Hello everyone, welcome to my second video about triangles and quadrilaterals. In the first video we discussed the difference between a quadrilateral and a triangle. We saw that the triangle has three sides and the quadrilateral has four sides, and we learned about this part of math which is called geometry, because it studies lines, line segments, rays. These lines these lines are line segments. The sides of shapes are line segments, and the vertices are the points. And we discuss about like a line having points, or a line segment having two endpoints. So this is geometry, and today we're going to discover more about triangles. There are different types of triangles that you need to know. There are different types of triangles that you need, of quadrilaterals that you need to learn. So let's start with the triangles. The first triangle that you need to learn is a triangle which is called the equilateral triangle. In the equilateral triangle, there's this word which looks like equal, the word equal. In an equilateral triangle, think about the word equal. It shows you that the three sides in the triangle are all equal, and the three angles are all equal. I use my ruler to draw this triangle, and I measure the side. How do you know that the sides are equal? It's only when you use a ruler and you measure in centimeter or millimeters. You can also measure in inches or in feet if you want. It depends on the type of ruler you're using. So I'm going to use this centimeter ruler. If I measure my sides, I will see that you need to make sure that your zero starts at the vertex. It matches the vertex. And then you're going to count the centimeters. This is 5, 10, this is 15, and then you want to add more. One more, it's 16 centimeters. And here, I'm going to count the centimeters, make sure that the zero matches, or the vertex. Then I count 5, 10, 15, and this is 16. There's a slight mistake there. I wasn't accurate. And then I'm going to draw and calculate, measure this one. When I measure, it looks like, no, not looks like, it's 16 centimeters too. So all the three sides are about 16 centimeters. So this is an equilateral triangle. Now, let's move on to the second type of triangles. It's called the isosceles triangles. Isosceles triangles are triangles where there are only two equal sides, not three equal sides. Not three equal sides, but two. If you look carefully at these two sides, they are all equal in size and length. They are all equal, while this side at the bottom is shorter. So, since these two are equal, this type of triangle is called isosceles triangle. And consequently, these two angles are also equal. This angle here and this angle there, they are also equal in size. That's an isosceles triangle. Let's move on to the scaling triangle. What is a scaling triangle? Um, a scaling triangle is a triangle where all three sides are different in size. If you look carefully at this triangle over here, see this side, this line segment going from this vertex to that vertex is smaller in size, and this one going from this point to that point is medium, and this one going from there to here is the longest side in this triangle. So this is a scaling triangle. Now, there's a special type of scaling triangle that you need to know. You need to learn it and keep it by heart forever. It's called the right angled triangle. What is a right angled triangle? It looks like this. It looks like half of your book, or half of a paper, a piece of paper. Look at this book. If I have my book like this, let's say let's say I want to divide my book into parts. So I'm going to draw this diagonal. Remember about the diagonals in quadrilaterals. So I would draw this diagonal, and when I draw the diagonal, I divide my book into two triangles. There's this triangle, yes. So there's a triangle at the top and a triangle at the bottom. So um, if we look carefully at this triangle, there's a square corner here, this square corner, and the three sides are all different in length. So this is a scaling triangle, but since it has a square corner here, it's called a right angle triangle. So this is a special type of scaling triangle, right angle triangle. Now let's move on to quadrilaterals. You already know about a square that has four equal sides. So it's four equal sides. They're all equal inside. How do you know that? How do you know that they are equal? Only when you measure them. Use it, but you can even figure it out with the eyes because a square is easy to identify. Now, a rectangle is a type of square, but the difference here is there are two equal pairs of sides. These and that, these two sides are equal, and these are equal. They are all equal. And a rectangle makes square corners. There's a square corner, a square corner, a square corner, a square corner. Like in a square, there are square corners. You can also draw a diagonal in a square to divide it into two triangles. So you have like a triangle here. You can also divide a rectangle into triangles, and you have a rectangle. You have a triangle, and this is a right angle triangle. In this case, right angle triangle. So this is these are the two types of quadrilaterals that you guys already know. Let's move on to this other one. It's called a parallelogram. The parallelogram is like a rectangle with two pairs of equal sides. Because this side, the side over here and over here, they are equal. Those two horizontal lines, or line segments, are equal. Then this one and that one are also equal. But the difference here with the rectangle is the angles. You don't have square corners here. You have acute angles and obtuse angles. So this is an acute, acute angle, and this is an obtuse. Excuse me. This is an obtuse angle. So you have obtuse angles. Let me put my arrow for the obtuse angle. Good. Now you have another type of quadrilateral which we call trapezium, and because all the four sides are equal. But there's a special type of trapezium which is called isosceles trapezium. It is trapezium where two sides are equal. It's a trapezium which looks like this, and these two sides are equal. These two sides are equal in length or in size. This is an isosceles trapezium. Isosceles trapezium. Good. This is an isosceles trapezium. Then you have a rhombus. A rhombus is like a diamond. It has four sides. It's like a square, but it has also a sharp difference. The difference is the diagonal from this point to that point. It's shorter. It's shorter, and the diagonal from this point to that point is bigger. So it makes like a cross inside, and the two diagonals are different in size, which is different in a square. In a square, the two diagonals are equal in size. This diagonal and this diagonal are equal in size. If we measure them with a ruler, they will be equal in size. Good. So we learned about the trapezium, the rhombus. These are the different types of plane figures that you need to know to learn and keep in mind. So I would like you to practice them, draw them carefully in your notebook. Take a picture of every single shape with its name and send it to me on WhatsApp in a picture so I can see. Please mention your name on the paper you will send to me so it can be easy for me to identify uh, whose work is each of the work I'll be receiving. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a nice day. Bye bye.